So this might get long, but I need outside opinions. I, 38 female, recently had my first baby. My husband, 38 male, and I have been married for 7 years. Things were fine until I got pregnant. And then everything shifted. For some background, I'm very close with his family, especially my sister-in-law, 26 female. She and her boyfriend are trying for a baby, and one day she asked me what pregnancy was actually like. I didn't go into the horror story details. I just told her honestly, yes, I had morning sickness. Yes, my breasts were sore and leaking sometimes. Yes, I was exhausted and had round ligament pain. The normal things. Well, my husband overheard me and snapped.
You're disgusting. Why would you even say things like that out loud?
He acted like me describing literal pregnancy symptoms was the most inappropriate thing I could have done. I was so embarrassed and stunned, especially because his sister had asked. And it wasn't like I was just blurting out TMI to strangers. But the way he said it stuck with me. He called me disgusting. Oh, absolutely not. No. I thought to myself, fine. If my symptoms, my body, and this pregnancy are disgusting to him, then he doesn't need to hear about them. Ooh, yeah, you petty like that. Honestly, I do the same thing though. Like, I stopped telling him anything. I didn't tell him when I had headaches, when my back hurt, when I was craving something weird, when I had to go in for extra appointments, nothing. He would ask how I was doing and I'd just say, fine. If he didn't want the gross truth, then he didn't deserve it. Fast forward to when I went into labor. My water broke at home while he was at work. He wasn't there. And since I had already decided not to bother him with the pregnancy stuff, I didn't call. Instead, I called his mom and sister, who immediately helped me get to the hospital. They stayed with me, supported me, and were in the waiting room the whole time. I gave birth to our child, a healthy baby girl, and everything went smoothly. The only reason my husband even knew what was happening was because his mom and sister told him. He showed up late after the birth. I didn't text or call him myself, and I honestly don't feel guilty. He had made it clear he didn't want to hear about my gross pregnancy, so I assumed he didn't want to hear about the labor and delivery either. Now he's furious. He says I humiliated him in front of his family by excluding him from his own child's birth. His mom, aunt, sister, hell, even his grandma are absolutely pissed with him for how he treated me. They've been very vocal about it. His mom told him flat out, "You called your wife disgusting for being pregnant with your baby. You don't get to play the victim now." His sister has cut him off until he apologizes, and his grandmother told him he needs to learn some respect before the baby grows up. The only people on his side are a handful of cousins, and honestly, they're the type who think women should be seen and not heard, so I'm not shocked. The weird twist is my own dad is furious at me. When I explained the situation since my husband is ghosting him, he said I was being dramatic and vindictive and that I embarrassed my husband. Okay, so like, he probably also sees pregnant women. That's disgusting. He sees no problem with my husband calling me disgusting for describing my pregnancy and thinks I should have just kept him updated anyway because that's your husband and he's the father. My mom and brother, on the other hand, are completely on my side and said I was right to not tell someone who clearly didn't want to hear it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Right now, my husband and I are barely speaking. He goes to work, comes home, avoids me and the baby unless his family's around because he knows they'll rip into him if he ignores us in front of them. I'm on maternity leave, bonding with my daughter, and honestly, I don't even miss telling him things. I feel more supported by his mom and sister than by him. Part of me wonders if I really did go too far. Was I wrong for shutting him out completely and not even calling when I went into labor? Or was he wrong for making me feel like my pregnancy and my body were shameful and disgusting in the first place and my revenge was completely justified?